Hey guys, this is AntCap24 coming to you with another video. Today we're going to look at man coverage and basically show you how to beat cover 2 man, cover 1 blitzes, and force your opponent out of it. This is going to be part 1 of a series of videos to show you how to beat man coverage. But this one specific video, we're going to look at a specific route and how that's going to beat a lot of your blitzers to get them out of that. So let's go ahead and look at it, and we'll explain to you as we go why this works so well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use 2 controllers today so I can use the defense and kind of show what type of coverages we're looking at and what and being able to put the defense in the best possible way to stop these plays and show you it still works. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is the single back deuce. I'm going to show you the route, and I'm going to go through it and kind of go through a lot of these plays. Look at the PA crosses. Okay, each one of this on this video today is just going to be crosses routes. I'm going to show you how to beat it and how to use them. Okay, so there's all different types of crosses. Okay, different ways each cross works, different depth, different angles. There's several different ones of them, and I'm going to show you. I'm picking up, and when we look at the play call sheet, you're going to see which ones I specifically use, and I'm going to show you today and why. Now, if you look at the top one, the PA crosses, it's 2 different crosses, one from the left, one from the right. I'm going to show you which one we're going to use. Then you look at the PAY seam, and it's a shorter cross. Okay, one doesn't even go 10 yards, one goes past 10 yards, one has deeper depth, and we're going to go through them and show you why and which ones work. Okay, so we're going to pick up this PA cross play, and I'm going to go ahead on this side and show you a cover. Let's just go ahead and start off with just a cover 2 man. Okay, we're going to look at how it beats just regular man coverage. Okay, so pick cover 2 man, and this is the thing. Now look at the difference in the crosses. Okay, the one on the right is kind of a flat cross. It comes out kind of like almost like a slant, and then it kind of goes across the field. This beats man coverage, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it doesn't, but that's not what I'm teaching you today. I'm teaching you a different way to use these routes. Okay, now look at the one on the left hand side with the X receiver. That crossing route has got a little bit more of a unique cross to it because it goes about 2 to 3 yards. Then it makes a sharp cut, but the cut is more up the field, more like a post rather than the across the field. Okay, so that's the type of route we're looking for today. Now, this is against cover 2 man. What we're going to do to make this work is we're going to take the Y receiver and we're going to put him on a slant, and the RB receiver put him on a swing. We're doing that in order to basically clear out this X route. We don't want any of those players lingering in his area. Okay, so basically those are the 2 routes that we're going to go ahead and do it. This is going to work to flipped as well. I'm going to show it to you. But what we're going to do is we're going to hit this X route as soon as he makes an inside cut. Okay, I'm under center, and the reason why I'm under center is these routes only work under center and in pistol. It doesn't, for some reason, work on shotgun. A couple different reasons why I wouldn't use it on shotgun is because, 1, it takes a lot longer to get the ball out of your opponent's hand, out of your quarterback's hand. 2, you're more susceptible to A-gap blitzes because the way we're not going to use play action on these type routes. And but the coverage just does not act the same way on shotgun. It plays a lot better on shotgun than it does under center and on pistol. So I want to kind of show you that. So we're going to hike the ball, and we're going to hit that guy in the inside release. Okay, now if you see why it works, and it's a quick play, and this is against cover 2 man. This video is really to highlight it against blitzing cover 1 blitzes, but I want to show it against cover man first. He takes the inside release, and once he gets through that first spot, he gets the position on him, and you can be able to throw it. You don't want to throw it down the field. You want to throw it right away. Okay, as soon as you have that ability, as soon as he gets that inside spot, that's where you're throwing it. He's going to be able to get that inside release. Now that's against cover 2 man. Now let's go ahead and go back and show it to you on this specific play, and I'm going to kind of teach it as we go, so you'll see. Y on the slant, RB on the swing. The reason why I put RB on the swing is we want to get those linebackers, in case they're in cover 2-man, to flow to the right. We want the Y guys to flow to the right. You want to open up that spot. Now, let's go ahead and do a cover 1. All right, something like this. Now, if they want to disguise that it's a cover 1, they're going to leave their guys back. Okay, so let's leave the guys back, and we'll show it this way. Right. So we're going to go ahead, hike the ball, and he's got that inside release, and they can't get to that play. Okay, most people aren't going to do it like that on a cover 1. They're going to basically go ahead and let's go ahead and take your thunder smoke. They're going to go ahead and they're going to base the line, and they're going to press. Okay, so now we're going to do cover 1 press right here, and we're going to do the same thing. Y on a slant, RB on a swing, and that one route gets the inside again, and you're beating that. It's a quick throw. The blitz can't get to you but as quick as you're throwing it. Okay, so I want to kind of show you each different thing. Now you're saying, okay, you're sending all 3 linebackers. If you send all 3 linebackers, you're obviously going to have more room to throw that ball. Let's just send, let's find a different defense here. Maybe like a edge sting. Where's 4-3 under edge sting? All right, here. So we're only sending 1 linebacker in the middle. We're sending the outside, but it's still basically they're going to have 5 in coverage now. So on the same play we're looking at, let's go with the single back deuce. And this is just the first play that we're coming to, and that's the reason why I'm using this play. This isn't even my favorite example, but I'm going to show you that the routes is why it works. So we're going to go back to the PA crosses. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and put the Y on a slant, RB on a swing. All right. So right now, this is edge sting without doing any adjustments to the defense. All I'll do is just do pass commit so that you can see that. All right. And he gets that inside release. Okay. So let's just get down right now. Now we do the same thing on say base the line. Let's press. Let's make it to where they're we're putting pass commit. Okay, so that's that. We'll go ahead Y slant, RB on a swing. Okay, so here we go. X gets that inside release, and basically you're going to torch them over and over and over again. They can't go in any type of man blitzes. Okay, if you use this combination, and I've got about 9 plays that use this route in different formations in order to beat it. So this was just the first one. Why I'm going to show you the deuce is because a lot of times, say it's 3rd and 1, I love to use this play. 3rd and 1, they think you're going to run the ball. They come out in a man blitz type situation because they're trying to get linebackers to that line of scrimmage, and you kill them on this quick pass without worrying about being sacked, right? You know, they're coming in, they're pressing now. They probably wouldn't even pass commit, but if they did pass commit, you know, they're trying to stuff you on a 2 tight end set. You come back out and you basically put that Y and that, and next thing you know, they're torched, right? And you just got a long touchdown on a simple play that they weren't able to stop. Now this is Roddy White. Roddy White's an 88 speed guy. It's not about the speed, it's about the angle of the cut that beats that guy. That's Scandrick on the left, who's like a 90-something speed. I think 94, 95. He's got a lot of speed. It doesn't have to do with the speed, it has to do with the cut. Okay, so I want to make sure that you understand that. Let's go to the next play and kind of show you how this is going to work. And like I said, all these setups are going to be on the play call sheet here. So the next play we're going to go look at is under center. It's going to be deuce pair. Let's go ahead and just pick another cover 1 blitz. Okay, let's say they're coming with the outside linebacker fire this time, right? The play we're going to be looking at is called the PA counter waggle. Okay, before I show you that, let me show you. I'm going to use 3 different plays out of the deuce pair, all going to be the same exact setup, but I want to show you the routes. Okay, one of them is going to be the motion PA power O. One's going to be the PA tight end flood, and one's going to be the PA counter waggle. See how they're all 3 different angles, though? Okay, so all 3 of those do work. Now, there are other angles that don't work, but all of those 3 do. So the first one I was going to show you is the PA counter waggle. This one's actually one of my favorites because it's a different, unique angle. Okay, so I'm going to press play here. Without them pressing, we're going to show it to you first. And all we're doing on this play is taking the Y receiver and putting him on a swing to the right, which is your running back, because I don't want the play action here. That's the biggest thing. You don't want play action on these. See how this is a different route? It's two-step, and then it's almost more of a slant, and then it gets flat. You don't have to worry about the flat part because it never gets to the flat. But you see how that's a unique angle? That unique angle there gets actually more separation than the last couple plays that I showed you, okay? So let's go ahead and show this one right here. And this is without them pressing, without them base aligning. This is basically just go ahead and do pass commit just so that you know that they have a better shot of stopping this, okay? So let's go ahead here. And again, on a quick throw, they can't stop it, okay? Let's go ahead and say now we're going to base align, we're going to press, and we're going to pass commit, okay? So that's all those three things. On paper, okay, I got the guy X wide up, I got B wide up, I've got the two tight ends and the running back, okay? So everything to them says I can afford to try to do this blitz as long as they're not going over the top, right? So let's go ahead and do our Y to the swing right. We go here through here. He takes that inside angle, and now you got him beat. Okay. So what I didn't do is I didn't show you that you can flip this. Okay. If you go through and both plays worked flipped, let me go show you on the deuce, because what I like about the deuce is on the first play I showed you. Is the fact that you can flip it at the line of scrimmage without your opponent knowing. Let's say they don't, let's do cover one without any blitzing, okay? That's the same difference. So let's go ahead and press it here. And now we're looking at it and we said we beat them on the left a couple times. Now we're going to flip it at the line of scrimmage. Now it's going to the B receiver, and we're going to do the same setup we did before. We're going to put the A on a slant to clear everybody out, and the RB on a swing to the left, just to get those linebackers out of the throwing zones, right? So he's going to go ahead here. Now he's going to take the inside cut, and you got that ability to also beat him on the inside from the right side. So, they can do it from the left side, you can do it from the right side. It doesn't matter which side you do it on. So now I'm going to go to the left side one here. And you got it there. Obviously, if they're not blitzing, they've got a single high safety, and you're not going to take it to the house, but you're going to be able to get that 10 to 15 yards every time because of that inside cut, if he stays that way. So let's go back to the new plays that I was showing you. It works both sides. So we're going to go back to the deuce pair, and we're going to look at what was I looking at? The PA counter waggle. All right, so we're going to flip it this time. And we're going to go ahead and just pick a normal, cover one blitz. Okay, I did the fire. Let's go do free fire this time. Okay, different one. All right. So now that it's flipped, we're going to the only thing different we're going to do is we're going to swing it to the left with the Y receiver, just to keep it, the play there. Let's go ahead and press this. Let's go ahead and pass commit. All right, and now. Again, right there. On the flip side, against the number one cornerback, you're still getting the same result. It's the angle of the route kills man coverage, okay? Now, what you've seen from so far is under center. You've seen it under deuce and deuce pair. Okay, let me go ahead and show you another play in deuce pair. And we can go ahead and it's in our audibles this time. Let's go to PA tight end flood. Okay, now you see here on the right-hand side, that throw. Now what we're going to do here is basically do the same thing we were doing before, put the Y on a swing, and again, different angle, same result. Okay, so that play will kind of kill it. So if you're in a different play, you can go right into your audibles right away and go right to that play. We can go ahead and do the PA flood, then we can flip it. So it's going to be, this is the actual way it runs, but because it had it flipped before. So we can go ahead and do the same thing here. Put the Y on a swing to the right this time. And again, just kills man coverage right there. So that's without it being pressed. Let's just show it to you pressed so you can see that it does work. Alright, so we're going to go PA tight end flood, flip it. We're going to go ahead and base align. press, pass commit, and oh, I didn't see that time. See how it was a play action there? It messed everything up. Okay, I can't have it that way. All right, I didn't put my player that way. So let's go ahead and try this again. PA tight end flood, and we're going to. I'll keep it on the right side. Doesn't matter. Hit the Y over here, but we're going to go ahead and press it to show you, and we're going to pass commit, and now you see it on the B side. That time, whoop. Time didn't get through it. That hardly ever happens here. So let's go ahead and put the Y on the block. Actually, not the block, the swing. Put the Y on the swing, and you're going ahead and you're pressing, and there's that throw again. He gets that inside angle. Okay, so that's that route. Now let's go ahead and show you, and that's the least of my favorite routes is the tight end flood play. Let's go ahead and show you a different play. It's the motion PA power O. Now I like this play because this one screams run. This one's one of those that's, you know, 3rd and 1. They think you're coming. They got the thunder smoke at you or something like that. You're putting the Y on a swing right here, and they're pressing you. Right, and they're coming at you. The RB is going to go ahead and go in auto motion to the right hand side, and you're going to be able to use that one route on the left hand side to really kill it. So if you look at the defense right now, that one free safety is going to be on the RB on this type of situation, right? So I'm going to go ahead here. I'll make sure I got the right player. He does the auto motion, he hikes it, and then you got that inside release on that play. It does pretty much kill man coverage every single time, and you can see that the players don't get to your quarterback how fast you're throwing it. If you just look at the quarterback's drop back angle, it's one step, stop, throw. Even when they sent those 2 linebackers, and I'm not blocking anybody extra, right? You see that I've sent every single player out, right? No blockers. So you've got 3 extra players coming at you, and you can see right here that they literally can't get to the quarterback because of the way the angle of the route is and the throw there. So let's get out of the deuce pair, and let's go into pistol this time and show you a little bit better out of the pistol. Let's just go ahead and pick this. And let's get a defense here that shows, okay, hold on. And now we're going to look at the PA power O out of the pistol ace. And again, this is one of those I like because you can flip it at the line of scrimmage. Let's just go ahead and press and pass commit on this. Alright, so first thing we want to do is make sure that we're not in play action. So you're going to put the RB on a swing to the right. And you want to take this Y and put them on a slant because you just want to clear out everybody just for that X receiver. Now if you look on the defensive side of the ball, you can see this is their assignments. Okay, they're sending more people, but they got 5 guys in coverage. All 5 of our receivers that can go out are going out, and it's a man-on-man situation with no extra blockers, right? Okay, so that's how that's set up. And we're going to go ahead and use this X route right here to be able to beat this guy to the inside. So go ahead here, and there's the throw. They couldn't get to me, and there you go. Okay, so that's that side. Now let's go ahead and flip it. Alright, so say this time they're not going and trying to press you. They're trying to get to you without knowing. You're thinking that it's maybe kind of a cover 4 shell with those 2 guys deep with the 2 guys in the back. So you're not expecting the blitz, right? But at the same time, we're going to go ahead and assume that it's a cover 1 for this example. And we basically go to the B receiver here because he gets inside on a cover 1 without them pressing. So that's how that works on that play. Again, it's all different angles, but the key to these angles are that they don't go flat before 10 yards. Okay, so if you're trying to use these plays in different playbooks, let me show you a different play here that it doesn't work on, that it might look like it would work on from the play art sheet. So let's look at, let's see if I can find any pistol ace. Not there. Actually, I think there was one in single back deuce pair. Because I showed you 3 that worked on deuce pair. Let me show you the one that doesn't. Maybe it wasn't in here. Let's check under deuce. Okay, the PAY seam. Alright, this play isn't going to work this way, and let me show you why. On a PAY seam, let's just go with the same setup we were doing before. Doesn't matter which one I do. Let me find here. Okay, the outside linebacker fire, okay? See how it goes flat before the 5-yard mark, before the 10-yard mark, where it's more of a crossing pattern than it is up the field. This isn't going to work. So if I was trying to make this work, I'd put the swing to the right with the running back. I'd put the Y on this. Let's go ahead and press them. Okay, let's go ahead and pass commit. Now, if you look at it, from the play call sheet, it looked like it would work, right? But the fact that it's such a short angle, that's why this doesn't work. So I wanted to make sure you understand which ones work, which ones don't. So go ahead and throw it here, and you're getting 5 yards. Okay. Now, if you have like a cover 2 man, right? You're gonna get a little bit more of a bump here, and you're getting your yards. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the way that you want it for the deep ability to beat it, right? So that's the difference between the 2 routes. I want to make sure that you understand that when you see it from the play call art. If you get here and you're like, oh wow, it's short. It is short, yes, I understand it's short, and it's going to get you shorter yardage, but it's not going to get you that inside release up the field that the other routes that I'm trying to teach will, right? So let's get out of this, and we've shown the pistol ace power. Let's go look at pistol ace twins. Now, so far, when you look at it, I've showed you, if you look at the formations, the deuce, single back deuce, you'll see that it's got 2 tight ends and then 2 outside receivers. So it works that way, okay? And it's the outside receivers that have the routes, right? And then the second one, we showed was a deuce pair, and we're always using the left receiver, or if we flipped it would be the right, but it was the singled out receiver on the outside. Okay, and then we went to the pistol, same difference. Pistol ace, you got the 2 outside receivers. Okay, we're not looking at any slot receivers, right? So let's go to the ace twins now. Now on the ace twins, the pistol ace twins, we're going to look at a play called PA counter waggle. We're going to try to use the inside guy to do it this time, all right? So let's go ahead and pick a normal, I'm just going to do a cover 1 hole, just to show you that it beats cover 1 as well. All right, so cover 1 hole. And this is how it shows. This is that you see that B has that route that we're looking for, right? But what I like to do on this is go ahead and take this X and motion him to the right. All right, get him out of there. This gives the ability to let the B receiver be the outside receiver in this example. All right, now, with that in mind, once we've moved him over, what we're going to do is we're going to take the RB and put him on a swing. And what we're also going to do is take the Y and put him on a flat to the left. The reason why I do that is if you look on the way a lot of that stuff works, we're trying to clear that middle, those linebackers out to the left and to the right, because now that he's in the slot, if I kept him on that route, sometimes that guy, if he's in a zone, will stay there. We want him to go to the left, okay? So that's basically the setup here. And what we're going to do here is hike it, and you're going to be able to throw it in that one spot. Now, the reason why on this particular call that it wasn't more open is because if you look at the defense, we've got that middle linebacker on a yellow. So I wanted to show you that so that you can see that it does work still in that spot, even with a yellow zone right there. Now, let's just, for instance, put him on a blitz, put this guy on a blitz, kind of show you 2 different things. You know, it's a cover 1 blitz now, right? And it's not going to matter to this play because I'm going to set this guy over, we're going to put the Y on a flat, and we're going to put the RB on a swing. All right, and there's the setup. And now we're going to go inside. I totally I pressed the wrong button because I didn't have the controller in my hand. All right, try this again. All right, move this guy over. Y on a flat. RB on a swing. We're just trying to simulate a blitz here. Let's go ahead and base the line press. So if we base the line pressed, right? So now these guys are on each other. And we've got these two guys to the right. And so that's the setup. Now the B's going to beat the guy inside again. And being able to do that quick throw. Okay, so that's why against cover 1, it's very successful. All right. Now the next play we're going to look at, and like I said before, it works flipped as well. Now, if someone goes ahead and does base the line, press, pass, right? Like most people try to do, because when they have any type of blitz, they like them to be set up the same way each time because it ensures better success. So basically, we're basically looking at it from that angle right there. And now we're going from the backside. That's why when we move this guy over, he won't go over, right? He's going to stop. That's what a baseline does. Baseline says, that's your position, you're going to stay there, right? So with that, we've got basically the A going on a flat now. This is the setup, RB swinging left. Okay, this is the setup that I showed you. If you look at the defense, right, the reason why I like to do when they do the baseline, I put the A on a flat, is because if I left the A on that that crossing route, it's going to draw the safety towards the X receiver. If I put them on a flat route, on any type of blitz, it's going to draw the safety away from the X receiver. So that's why that is part of the equation, okay, on this formation, right? If you can see here, even on baseline, the X got a huge advantage inside already on this guy because on baseline, he's on the outside, right? So let's go ahead and show the play. And you're throwing it right there. Get your yardage, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the last two plays here that have these type of angle routes on them in the Denver Broncos playbook. We're going to look at one of my favorite plays in the entire book. I've showed you different videos on this. It's called the PA Bronco Cross. This is one that we can do the play over the top on the cover 4 and the cover 3 drops. This is a play we are able to do a lot of things on. This is one of my favorite plays. So you can also use this to be a man beater as well. So let's go ahead, because it's got extra receivers, let's go into the nickel section here. And let's do something like, see if I can do something with where only the linebackers come. Okay, so I'm going to show you where the DBs come as well, so you can see the angle doesn't change. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, and the only thing we're going to do here, is put the RB on a swing. Okay, so let's do it where they don't do any adjustments other than maybe pass commit. Okay, and here we go, and the guy gets beat right in the middle. Okay, now the reason why more wide open than normal is because of the way when we put the RB on the swing right, if you look at it on this type of a blitz, this is how it gets broken down. Typically, if they're sending linebackers, the linebackers are coming and the RB is going to be covered by the free safety. That's why we're swinging this to the right, okay, where the strong safety's got the tight end, blah, blah, blah. So let's go ahead and press it and pass commit. Alright, this is how it's coming. Let's get that same inside cut and you're good to go. Mainly because of that, you know, that free safety that it can take it. It's going to be open no matter what. The free safety stayed back. Let's say we're looking at it here and we're putting base of line press, and I'm keeping this guy in a deep zone. Alright, because I don't want to get beat over the top. I don't care about the running back at this point, or it's a user player who's going to play the deep end first because he's sending the blitz, and he wants to be able to let the underneath stuff go to the running back because that's not who he cares about right now. Whatever. We're going to go to the wide receiver here and see how, well, I threw a bad pass, but you can see how the free safety is not a factor. Okay, let's try this again. So we're going to just put this guy on a deep zone. All right. And we're going to pass commit and do that. All right. He still gets that inside angle, and he's still not a factor because of where he has to be, right? So that's why I like this play a lot. It works the same exact way. Flipped. The only difference is you're swinging the running back to the left. And it just, they play these routes just dumb. Because it appears that the guy is kind of working his way up the field and then makes that sharp cut, right? So that's the slot wing. And the last play we're going to be looking at is the pistol trips. And it's the PA counter waggle as well. Let's take a look at this one here. This is probably my least favorite out of them all as far as consistency working. I wouldn't show it to you if it wasn't about an 85-90% success rate, but I've had some times where this plays it a lot like it would with the gun, and I'll show you why it doesn't work with the gun. So this has got 3 wide receivers plus a tight end. So let's come out like with a dime or something like that, right? A popular blitz I like is the Mike Dime blitz. It goes ahead and shows some different ways. I'll show it the way, and I'll set it up the way I do, where and that's kind of how I set it up, where the outside guy here is going to be the threat. See that inside cornerback, and combine that with the middle linebacker on those angle route. A lot of times you get double edge on the right hand side, or 2A side on that one. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do what we've been doing. We're going to put the RB on a swing right. And we're going to do the same thing we did before, where we're going to put the B receiver on a flat, and we're going to move over the X receiver. Okay. Now, if you look at the coverage here, and I already based the line, seeing nobody moved. This is the man setup. All right. So you pretty much, if you're in the defense and you're looking at this, you're saying, okay, I got the Y, I got the X, I got the B all manned up. I got my strong safety on the tight end, and I've got my free safety on the running back. I feel kind of okay with this setup where, you know, as long as I don't get beat deep, I'm going to be okay. Okay, so we're not going to beat them deep, we're going to beat them to the inside, right? So here's the play. And that time, I didn't... that setup the way I have it is also an A blitz. I'll show you. That time the A blitz came in with those guys, so obviously that got blown up. That's the one thing you want to worry about these, and it's very simple. We can pinch the line. It's not a big deal. So if you do get any A blitz pressure, we'll go ahead and do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this again now. So I'm going to set up the same way I normally do. Alright, so here's the A blitz pressure as well as that. No, this isn't the right way. Let's try this again. Oh, it is, yeah. So here's your baseline. There it is all, okay? Moving this guy over, putting the B on a flat. RB on a swing. And like I said before, if you have anything, just pinch your lineman. I just didn't want to go over that over and over again so that you guys can, you know, there's a lot of steps. But go ahead there. You guys in the inside. And your money. Alright. So that's the way that works on the pistol trips. Works both sides. So this is going to be part 1 of the video, guys. I hope you guys were able to get some valuable information on how to beat cover 2 man, cover 1 blitzes is really what I wanted to hit on this one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a second part of this video that's going to show all different types of plays of how to beat man coverage, not just you know, this particular route. You know, this particular route is my get the hell out of cover 1 or I'm going to torch you all day type of a play. You know, but there are ways to go ahead and have cover one routes on if you don't know what it is. I mean, obviously, when we're sitting here looking at a video, you know it's cover one, you know it's cover one blitz, you know it's cover two man, you go to that route. But what I was going to show before, what if it was a cover three? Okay, it looks like it could be a cover one, right? So here's a cover three. Let's go ahead and set it up the same way we would have with the basing and aligning and pressing and pass command. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's the same setup, but it's a cover three shell instead. And say we thought this was a cover one blitz. So we go ahead and put the RB on a swing to the right. We move this guy over and we put the B on the flat. Okay, so this is the setup, because really this is the cover three. We thought it was cover one. So all we're looking at is that wide receiver. Now, if you look at it, it's pretty well set up because of the way of the angle is. That they're really the only guy on a cover three that you want to worry about is that middle linebacker. Okay, so basically, but if you look at the setup, your two inside receiving threats are going to the sides. So that doesn't really pull that middle linebacker anyways. So technically speaking, if you wanted to set this play up, if you're worried if you didn't know it was man or whatnot, you can always put this A receiver on an in route to make sure that you get that ability to have that middle linebacker stay where he is. But I'm going to show it to you without doing that. And we're going to go ahead and throw it here. See right there? That hole is still open against cover three. And I knew it was, and I want to make sure that you guys understood that this does beat stuff other than man coverage, but it is a man beater, and that's why I wanted to make sure you saw it. Because that sharp angle there, if you throw it on time the same way, it works a lot like that play middle slants that I love to throw. It's that outside spot, and you got to throw it there, because if you don't throw it there, you're throwing into coverage. So there is that little bit of a hole, and the reason why putting 84 on that flat route will clear out that spot for you, right? And gives you that ability to throw that ball. So this is also will beat cover two as well because of the same principle where that free safety has to go backwards and cover his deep part of the field. And as he's going backwards, we're throwing that underneath it, okay? So just want to show you that. Make sure that you can see, not if you don't read the coverage correctly. But when I teach you guys all stuff, I want to teach you things that you can combat what your opponent's doing. If that guy is very cover one happy, you can't get the ball off, you can't figure out how to beat it, you're frustrated, or you know that he's been going ahead and doing cover one blitzes on 3rd and 1, 2nd and 1s, and now you can go ahead and get an easy touchdown by using this route combination. So hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate it.